Hello person watching this video, my name's The Beak, this is my friend Dale, this is the woman, and you join me sitting between two whimsical creatures. Yeah, for once I actually decided to come outside and touch grass and leave the goon cave. Why am I sitting with a bunch of donkeys? You know, why am I touching grass? Well, it's because today I want to talk about one very specific thing. Today, I want to talk about farming. Ah, yes, farming. Something that can be described as the lifeblood of nations. I don't need my mic. Ever since pretty much the dawn of time, all of us Homo sapiens, we've been tilling our fields, growing our wheat, milking our cows, collecting our eggs. Oh, wait, hang on, no, not that farming. This farming. Huh? Content farms. Yeah, it seems like wherever you go on the internet at the minute, somehow, some way, you will stumble across a content farm. Be it some cringe YouTube kids audio terrorism video. Hey, hello Reddit, I just put all my kids' heart surgery money on red. But it landed on black. Am I the arsehole robot voice Minecraft parkour video? Some boomer Facebook AI meme depicting the big cheese as I don't know, a crab for some reason? Content farms. In the year of our Lord circa 2024, it seems like they've spread to almost every single side of the internet. And in today's video, you and me, we're gonna dive headfirst into this world of just absolute slop. So, how about you sit down, get comfy, leave a like on this video, join my Discord server, help me reach 200,000 subscribers, and brace yourself. It's time to talk about content farms. Look, it's a donkey. Wow. Are you prepared for what's to come, Mr. Goat? Are you prepared? But first, allow me to introduce to you the sponsor of today's video, Private Internet Access. I really hate to say it, but when you're browsing the internet on an unprotected device like your phone or your computer, whatever, your information, it's at risk. That's some nice information. It is mine now. And this is where Private Internet Access comes in. By use of a VPN, an app that hides your IP address, Private Internet Access safeguards your internet connection from the prying eyes of hackers and people on the same Wi-Fi connection as you. Through the use of an encrypted tunnel and world-class infrastructure, Private Internet Access, they shield your information and personal data from people who may want to steal it. And that's not all. You see, watching Netflix without PIA is like paying for a battle pass, but only getting access to the free skins. If you use PIA, you won't just have to sit there and only watch the content options offered to you based on your current location. No. With PIA, you can overcome these restrictions by simply changing your IP address to one of their 91 available countries, allowing you to gain access to websites and services that are only available in those locations. With over 30 million downloads, Private Internet Access is the world's most transparent VPN provider. So, to safeguard your information, get a whole 83% off Private Internet Access and 4 extra months completely for free. Go to my link, piavpn.com/thebeak. You can find it in the pinned comment and description of this video. That's piavpn.com/thebeak. Thank you, Private Internet Access, for sponsoring this video. Right, if you somehow haven't noticed, this video, it's all about content farms. And before we dive too far into the content farm slop abyss, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I reckon now is as good as time as any to answer one very specific question. That plain and simple, I just couldn't get out of my head while Dale Woman and I frolicked amongst the aminals. It just stayed there, just lurking in my brain. If anything, we can't just call this question a normal question, and God knows, I think we should call it the golden question, because this question, it's absolutely crucial to this video. Here it is. What exactly is a content farm? Tons of people throw those words around online, but what exactly do they mean? I walked, trying my best to put my 2 brain cells to good use.
Look at the funny creature.
Content farm. And then it hit me. You see, person watching this video, nowadays your traditional farms where people tow, I don't know what's a farm thing, a plows or ox behind something like this, a Lamborghini tractor, they aren't the only kind of farms to exist. Now, God, no farms, they've migrated to the internet. Look, I don't think this is some crazy thing to say. I don't think this is a I'm gonna blow up megaton take or anything. But as time has marched forward and we've all gotten a little bit older, me, I turned 23 this year. Holy shit. The internet as a whole, it's become a hell of a lot more monetizable. To be completely honest with you, the amount of shekels you can make uploading content onto websites today as opposed to like something like, I don't know, like 10 years ago, it's night and day. You can make so much more money, so much more shekels on the internet nowadays. And since this is the case, hello there, welcome to lesson 2 of Hustlers University. Last time we spoke about Prime, and today we're going to be talking about something I like to call, I like to call Sigmanomics. Now this is you, and eventually you want to become a certified Sigma. How are you going to achieve this lifetime goal of yours? You know, how are you going to escape the Matrix? Well, you need to make money. And one of the best ways to make money nowadays is uploading things onto the internet. Thing is though, look, it's all good and all uploading 1 or 2 pieces of content a week, maybe 1 piece of content every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, but my brother, why would you do that? We're here to make money. And this is where content farms come into the picture. Plain and simple, a content farm is a YouTube channel or a social media account or a media outlet that's owned by a large business that wants to make as much money as humanly possible for as little cost as humanly possible. Like, let's say that I'm a business that produces YouTube videos. This goat over here, let's call him Homer. He's the audience of people that consumes my videos, and this feed that I got in my hand, this is the videos I produce for the audience. To make as much money as humanly possible, to make all the shekels in the entire world, I'm not just gonna feed Homer one video. You bastard, I'm trying to feed you, come here. Do you not want the food now? I'm not just going to feed Homer one video, you know? I'm not just going to feed him 2 videos. I'm going to give him an entire handful every single week. Why am I doing this? It's because the more videos he consumes, the more views I get. And the more views I get, the more money I make off of advertising. Now there you go. Now you can eat the food. Consume the food, demon. Oh, and keep that analogy in your brain, by the way. It's pretty damn important. With that though, now that we know what and why a content farm is, and now that we've walked amongst the aminals for a little bit. Hello, Mr. Horse. What is this? What is he doing? I think it's time we take the plunge into the content farm abyss. And hey, since I'm uploading this video onto YouTube, it's going to be on the Beak YouTube channel, your favorite YouTube channel. How about we start right here on YouTube? I reckon out of all of the content farms spoken about on the entire internet, content farms on YouTube, they're definitely the ones spoken about the most. And 90% of the time, if you stumble across a content farm on YouTube, it's a video made for a Cheeto-covered iPad child. Look, all I have to do is say 2 words and it'll probably trigger some PTSD, Alex Mason. The fucking numbers attacking you, person watching this video. Warning. Incoming jump scare. Lankybox. Why do so many of these content farms make videos for the Cheeto-covered iPad children? Well, it's because plain and simple, you can make a shit ton of shekels off of the children. Lankybox, they make millions and millions and millions of shekels every single month. Person watching this video, you know that project you've been working on or that video that you've been trying to edit and script for ages now? I just want you to know that no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you work, Lankybox, they'll make more money than you making slop like this. Justin.exe attacks Lankybox. Hilarious new animation.
Whoa, no way, dude! Check this out, Adam. Somebody's doing a free giveaway for Robux and Fortnite V-Bucks.
However, sure, it's all good and all saying that lots of these kid-focused content farms make a shit ton of money, but how? Oh yeah, it's Mr. Donkey from earlier. Now, me personally, I really like donkeys. I think they're good aminals, but more importantly, just look at me, person watching this video. Like, what I'm not is I'm not a donkey. I'm not a equus sinus or whatever they're called in science. I don't even have a donkey persona or anything like that. And when it comes to the food I like to eat, I really hate to say this, person watching this video, but the word picky comes to mind. You know, I don't really like mayonnaise. I can't stand tomatoes. I think I'll do a crime against you if you put garnish on my burger.
I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked by a donkey.
Thing is, though, if we shift our focus from me to Mr. Donkey down here, unlike me, donkeys and like 99% of the animals around this petting farm we went to today, they aren't picky. God no, they'll eat anything. These animals, if I give them a handful of something that vaguely even looks like food, there's a really good chance that they'll just eat it. They'll swallow it. They'll put it down their throats.
He's eating all the food.
He's going to steal your cow. He already stole all the food. He's a criminal. There's a criminal aminal over here. Criminal aminal. Criminal. And the same is true for kids on YouTube. Look, as we all know, children, they're stupid. And on YouTube, there's a really good chance that they'll click on a video if A, there's a character they recognize in the thumbnail, like Pomni or Catnap or Freddy Fazbear. And B, the thumbnail designer cranked up the hue and saturation slider to 1 billion%. I feel like I'm looking directly into the sun. My fucking eye! Oh, even if a kid clicks on the video, that's only half the battle won. Sure, they may click on a video, but as we said in Sigmonomics earlier, we're here to make money. And to make more money with long-form YouTube videos, you need to make sure that the kids, they watch your video until the very end. You need to increase something called your average view duration. So, how do these kids' channels do this? While walking around the petting farm and coming across some peculiar things.
cheese.
My mind was reminded of the horrors. Yeah, to make sure that the kids who watch their videos watch to the very end, what lots of these content farms do is they fill their videos to the brim with screaming and sound effects and rapid movement and cuts every single millisecond. It's the reason why so many people online think brain rot is on the rise. It's because of this stuff. Though, what I will say is that, hey, okay, look, ironically, this kind of stuff can be kind of funny. But man, when this type of shit is made unironically with the sole purpose of making money off of children, oh my god, bro. It just makes my fucking brain melt. But now I think it's time to get a little bit more serious, person watching this video, because sure, brain rot content, it is funny ironically, but I'd be lying to you if I told you that brain rot kids content farms, they only make brain rot content. Because, well, plain and simple, that just isn't the case. The plague of content farms making videos for kids on YouTube, it doesn't end with brain rot, now god no. I think it's time to talk about the darker side of YouTube kids content farms. Now, if you've been paying attention to my channel recently, firstly, thank you man, I appreciate you, but secondly, you may have noticed that every now and then I like to delve down YouTube rabbit holes. I have an entire playlist about them on my channel. Go and watch all of my videos. And man, some of the just downright disgusting shit I've seen some of these content farms make, shit that's aimed towards kids. Plain and simple, I just don't think I'll forget it anytime soon. It's stuck in my brain. For God knows what reason, there's a subset of content farms on YouTube who make really just really inappropriate, weird, fucking disgusting videos involving characters popular with kids. Characters like Roxanne Wolf, Chica, Pomni, other amazing digital circus characters, Catnap, Circle, Rambly Raccoon, all of that type of stuff. Person watching this video, for your own sanity, just please just listen to me here. Do not search up this stuff for yourself. But if you don't heed my warning, what you'll find is it's just fucking terrible. First up, you got the block game videos. Just so many Minecraft videos.
Look at them shoes.
Are you a child? I'm a Minecraft YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers.
Fuck.
And these videos, they've got some of the most inappropriate thumbnails I think I've ever seen during the entirety of my 22 years of roaming this earth. Thing is though, if you decide to actually muster up some courage and click on these videos, you'll find stuff that's got zero relation to the thumbnail whatsoever. Instead, you'll either just find some AI slop or some poorly made mid-Minecraft animation. The only purpose these thumbnails serve, it's to bait Kid and Kumas into clicking on the video. The same can't be said for comic dub videos though. Now, the content farm comic dub kids side of YouTube, this is definitely something I plan on making a dedicated rabbit hole video on sometime, definitely soon. But TLDR for you real quick, you know, comics, comic books, Batman, Superman, The Boys, this is not very good.
Yummers.
As I'm sure you know already, there's a lot and oh my god, there is a a lot of NSFW shit about comic characters online. It's almost as bad as Overwatch, and NSFW aren't the only thing keeping Overwatch alive. Since this is the case, some people, they've even made their own NSFW comics about some of these characters. And this is where the Content Farm comic dub side of YouTube comes into the picture. As the name implies, you know, comic dub YouTube, comic dub. Lots of channels on this side of YouTube, they dub comics. Lots of them being NSFW comics. No joke, this shit, it's disgusting, and it shouldn't be on YouTube. And if you want to hear me talk about this rabbit hole more, like, look man, I got you covered, don't worry. I've got a video on it coming up soon. It's in the big production pipeline. However, keeping all of that in your brain, in your mind, as I said earlier, kids YouTube content farms, they make up about 90% of content farms on YouTube. But what about the other 10%? Well, if you want to have a look at what that looks like, all you have to do is put yourself in the shoes of, I don't know, a slightly older person who spends hours and hours and hours every single day scrolling through fucking Minion memes on Facebook. This side of the YouTube content farm landscape is just filled with shit like 5-minute crafts and amazing, crazy, epic life hacks and all of that type of slop. Oh my god, some of these channels, they're absolutely massive. Like 5-minute crafts, they don't just have 10 million subscribers or 20 or 30 or 40. No, god no, they've got 80 million subscribers. Their views aren't really what they used to be. They kind of fell off. But hey, then again, firstly, they do just have so many videos that I reckon their residual view count is probably just off the charts. And secondly, since they're a content farm and since they just spam upload videos every single day, every single week, even if a video by itself doesn't really do that good, due to the sheer amount of uploaded videos, hey, it's okay. It all evens out in the end. Still though, in this world of just absolute content farm slop, you want to know the people I just feel so bad for them. It's not the fat cats at the top raking in all the shekels. God no, it's the editors. Because oh my god, bro, imagine spending hours and hours and hours and days and days and days of your life making shit like this.
In this video, we are unlocking the top secret, baby!
Now, dear woman and I, we're gonna do something that these editors, yeah, they probably aren't allowed to do this. You see, walking around the petting farm for hours and hours and hours and looking at the aminals.
My god, it's Master Uguay. And not the racist one.
Pretty damn tiring, if I'm being completely honest. So, it's time to relax a little bit.
What in the name of all that's holy are you watching? What? I hate to say it, person watching this video, but my brain, this thing in my skull, it's absolutely fried. Why? Well, it's because every single day of my life, I consume short-form videos. And not just YouTube shorts. Now, God no, I'm talking TikTok and Instagram Reels too. In the year of our Lord circa 2024, short-form content, it dominates the online content space. So of course you're gonna find content farms. And all of them suck. Firstly, I reckon we should have a look at probably the most popular content farm style of video out of all three of the short form content locations. And believe it or not, it isn't Brain Rot Kids content. Now, trust me, I'm not saying there isn't a lot of that, because, oh my god, there is a lot. Some of these content farms, they churn out shit like Skibidi Toilet versus Barbie Pollard and Jane and BeamNG. But that shit, it pales in comparison to AI voiceover Reddit videos. If you don't know how these videos work or what they are, firstly, brother, just look, where have you been? Have we been using the same internet? But secondly, TLDR for you, and warning, I'm about to put on 50 million kilograms talking about this. A person who makes these style of short form videos, they head over to the dark place. Choose a totally real and not fake for wholesome Reddit karma story from a bunch of different subreddits. Most common ones being r/am I the arsehole, or r/pro revenge, or some story time type of subreddit. And after they have their story, they bung the text into some text-to-speech program, download some free no commentary Subway Surfers gameplay or some Minecraft parkour, some other form of stimulation background footage. I like the breaking soap.
Grab screenshots of the story they're reading and then just mesh them all together. There you go, you got a short form Reddit video. Oh, 1 million views. Oh, congratulations, here's your fucking 10 cents. The sheer amount of content farms I've seen all posting the exact
exact same Hello Reddit, I just gambled all my kids' heart surgery money away videos. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's all the same thing. But you want to know what's even more crazy? Do you want to know what something that I can't, that just baffles my brain? The sheer amount of content these content farms upload every single day. Remember how earlier we spoke about that one of the core ideas of being a content farm is churning out as much content as you possibly can? If you're a short form content farm, since short form content is so let's say vapid and their algorithms are just so cooked, in order to survive on these sides of the internet, you need to churn out as much content as you possibly can, and then some, even more than long form content farms.
Oh, you have a dinner with your family? Sorry, you don't know. You need to upload a Reddit story. What? Your wife is going into something called labor. Well, just fucking tell her to wait, bro. I mean, it's time to upload a short. You want to feed an animal food?
We're about to watch a man get murdered by the villain from Kung Fu Panda 2.
You can't do that. Upload your shorts.
As I said a few minutes ago, I definitely think that these short form Reddit videos, 100%, they're probably the most uploaded videos on short form content platforms.
Why? Well, firstly, it's because these videos are really bloody easy to make. The hardest part about this stuff is probably waiting for them to upload. But secondly, I reckon it's because these Reddit stories, they lend themselves perfectly to one of the key short form content farm success factors: funneling people through your account.
Look, as we all know, shit like YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Instagram Reels, it's absolutely broken growth online. I know I say this quite a bit, person watching this video, but if you want to get one of these things, a 100,000 subscriber YouTuber paperweight, just upload shorts for like a day. You'll reach 25 billion subscribers in like 25 minutes?
Thing is though, since making short form content is just so busted earnings wise, like we're talking shekels talk, money talk, not very good.
Now, it isn't the same for everybody. It's not like every single YouTuber makes the same amount of money. There isn't some YouTuber flat rate. But according to this article made by TubeBuddy, a YouTube assistance SEO tool, that thing in the bottom corner of my screen, for 1 million views on shorts, they made a monumental, a gargantuan $32. yeah, that's fuck all.
So, to actually make some money, short form content creators, they need to funnel you through their accounts. They need to get you to watch all of their videos. How do they do this? Here we have a totally real Reddit Am I the Arsehole story all about how M24 gambled all of his kids' heart surgery money away. Oh, fuck.
Now, let's say that I'm a disgusting short form content creator who, I love to flex how many faceless YouTube channel play buttons I have on my Twitter account.
I also have a YouTube growth course on offer, by the way. Comment lobotomy if you want to buy it.
If I want to make views and make bank off of this one story, what I'm not going to do is upload it in its entirety. Now, instead, what I'm going to do is take this story and divide it up into 25 million parts, and then I'm going to upload all of them as their own individual separate videos. Why? It's because this will hopefully get people who are interested in the story onto my account so they can see how it ends, thus increasing my overall view count, making me a big $33 instead of $32. Wow, I'm fucking escaping the Matrix.
Oh, and by the way, if you think part 1, part 2, part 3 million videos only apply to content farm Reddit videos, bro, plain and simple, here's the truth, you're all the way over here. Nah, God no, you want to know where else you can find this type of stuff? Short form videos where people upload TV shows, movie clips, and other people's videos. Starting with TV show and movie clip short form content farms. Look, we've all been there, scrolling through part 1 and then part 2 and then part 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at like 3 in the morning. We've been rock maxing.
No word of a lie, I watched the entire first season of House MD on TikTok. The show with the funny lobotomy man that goes, huh? It's actually just quite ridiculous how many TV shows and movies you can watch in full on TikTok, because, genuinely, person watching this video, TikTok, it's like the copyright Wild West. Because let me tell you, if you did this type of shit on YouTube, thing is though, you want to know where this style of content farming gets really, it's not even bad. Genuinely, this is just inexcusable. It's when, as I said earlier, some of these content farms, they
they just re-upload other people's videos. Yeah, what some of these short-form scummy content farms do, mainly content farms on TikTok, they'll head over to the Superior website, search up a popular video, be it some video game essay or something like that, maybe a little bit of Sunny V2, they'll download it and then re-upload it onto their own TikTok accounts, completely reaping the benefits of somebody else's own bloody hard work.
Like, imagine for a second, person watching this video, you see this animal over here. Let's say that you gave birth to it, right? And you spent hours and hours and hours of your life nurturing it and making sure it's as good as it could possibly be. And then somebody else just comes along, steals your child, and profits off of it.
Now, thankfully, this is something that hasn't happened to me. Well, at least I don't think it has. I haven't stumbled across any of my own videos on somebody else's TikTok account.
Epic gaming moments to say for one more day.
But it has happened to a few creator mutuals of mine. I mean, some of these content farms, they even impersonate other YouTubers. This is just so scummy. But now I think it's time to talk about the next kind of content farms. Content farms that specifically cater towards a certain audience that, well, look, I hate to say it, but you and me, we're just not a part of it, person watching this video. But to get into the minds of the people in this audience, Dale, Woman and I, we sat down and had a cup of tea.
I'm talking about old people.
Now, I don't really know why this is happening on Facebook at the minute, but for God knows what reason, the Smoked Meat Lizard Man's website, it's been infested by this type of shit. Beautiful cabin crew. Scarlett Johansson, you will never regret liking this photo. Close your eyes 70% and see magic. He made this with his own hands out of pepperoni. Can he get a God bless? Fathivara tour package 4N/5D per person. By Jeep. AI slop. Content farms on Facebook, they've been pumping up this AI trash, this slop for months now. And you know what? Genuinely, I actually feel really, really bad for the old people that fall for stuff like this because, I mean, come on, they're old people. They don't know what AI is. They've never used ChatGPT before. Their brains, they haven't been enlightened with the Quibblecop AI lore. People like you and me, we'd look at something like, I don't know, these winged creatures that were apparently found in the basement of a London house and instantly be able to tell it's AI because, I mean, come on, just look at what's going on here. Winged human skeleton. This just doesn't exist. In the one photo, he's literally floating. And in another, bro's legs, they aren't even connected to his pelvis. You know, they're on his shoulders. What is this? Some Elden Ring Shadow the Erd Tree monster? Well, older people, you know, your boomers, they'd look at this and think it's some like, oh, wow, this is a revolutionary, just massive scientific discovery. Because if I'm an old person, I just don't really look at this too hard. If I glance at it, like if I do a quick like, what is that? I mean, picture quality-wise, this type of stuff, it does look realistic. Old people, boomers, they will fall for this. But you want to know where it gets even worse? It's when religion comes into the picture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you picked this up when I was reading off some of the AI images earlier. But lots of this AI Facebook slop, the photos involve religious figures. No, you got this one where if you close your eyes a little bit, it's the face of Jesus. Or this one where people are chained to the Bible. Or this one. It kind of looks like a brain rot YouTube short. I reckon the reason why there's just so much religion and religious figures in these AI photos is because this type of stuff, it's just prime boomer bait. On the internet, boomers, they're the main kinds of people that like and share and interact with this type of stuff. Why they do this? I don't really know, if I'm being completely honest. It's just kind of what boomers do. Though what I will say is that the rise of these AI Facebook slop images, it's created probably one of the most interesting discussions I've seen on the internet. The dead internet theory. Now, what exactly is the dead internet theory? Well, TLDR for you. The dead internet theory is an online theory that states that a large part of internet activity isn't actually organic. You know, it's not coming from people like you and me, people in the flesh, Homo sapiens. Nah, instead, this online activity, it's being carried out by bots, the machines, Skynet, that type of thing. But how does Facebook come into the picture? If you go into the comment sections of these AI Jesus, oh, but he's a crab photos, besides finding scammers trying their best to shill their shit coins, you'll find a whole bunch of what looks like boomers commenting and interacting with these posts. However, what if I was to tell you that all of these accounts, it's theorized that they're all bots. And essentially what's going on is that content farms making automated shit like biblically accurate tiger. They're making AI generated imagery, and then other AI bot accounts are engaging with these posts and liking them and leaving one-word comments.
Stunning. Beautiful.
I think we should dig a little bit deeper into this though, person watching this video, because sure, look, it's all good and all pointing and laughing at prawn Jesus, but why does this AI slop, why does it exist in the first place? You know how in the beginning of this section I said I didn't know why this happened? This, plain and simple, this is just it's a beta broke boy mindset, and me, I want to set that right. I want to get to the bottom of it. Here's my game theory.
What I think's going on is that since Facebook's algorithm is derived from something called the semantic web. Long story short, it's an algorithm model that promotes personalized engagement by tracking your online activity and catering algorithms to appeal to you. Fuck, I sound like one of those Elon Musk fanboys when I said, give me my Neuralink. I want my Neuralink in my brain. I want to drive my Cybertruck. Since Facebook's algorithm is based on that principle, these AI content farms will produce an image like this, and then when bot accounts interact with this image, this signals to the content farm's image automation algorithm that people like this content, meaning that in future it's going to produce more and more just really obscure pictures. However, as time goes on, slowly these AI images, they devolve and get weirder. But since botted accounts are still liking and engaging with these posts regardless of how they look, the automation algorithm, it just keeps on pumping out slop, rinse repeat, the cycle continues. It's all just really dystopian if I'm being completely honest, but more so it highlights something that as time goes on, I think it's only going to get worse. Content farms leveraging AI to mass produce their content. The end goal of a content farm is to make as much money as humanly possible, and one of the best ways to make as much money as humanly possible is to eliminate as many costs as you possibly can. You need to lower your business expenses, and what's one of the biggest business expenses, person watching this video? Salaries, wages, paying people for their work. You obviously have to pay the people that work for you, but what if the people that work for you, what if they weren't actually people? What if it was a machine? Do you need to pay a machine a salary? Of course you don't! The only expenses that come with a machine are your electricity bill and your internet bill. It's not like ChatGPT's got workers' rights. God no! There's no AI machine union. Content farms using AI, it cuts down on costs, increasing profit margins. That, and it also saves time, meaning that these content farms, they can just produce even more slop. Oh, and another thing, machines, they don't have off days, they don't get sick, they don't take leave, they don't get pregnant. Their sole goal is to work. It's all they're good for. And I reckon that as time continues to march forward, you and me, we're just going to be seeing even more content farms using AI to produce their content. I think this really sucks. I think it really does. Plain and simple, content farms, I reckon that they're ruining the internet. But I also think that there's nothing that we can really do to stop them, person watching this video. This content farm plague, it's only going to get worse as time goes on. More brain rot YouTube videos, more slop short form videos, more boomer bait AI pictures. In all honesty, it's pretty bleak, isn't it? But hey, if you want to lighten your mood, you could always go to a proper farm. What do you think of the donkey?
I think he's so cute.
He's a little donkky.
He reminds me of you because he's an ox.
Hey!
And with all that being said, person watching this video, I think I'm going to leave it all here because I'm not going to lie. Firstly, my voice is absolutely fried, but secondly, my brain, oh my god, it's melting. I know, even though you and me, even though we've been here for quite a long time now, I reckon we've barely scratched the surface of the content farm plague. There's just so many of them, but hey, maybe I'll revisit this topic in future. Would you want to see that, person watching this video? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe, YouTuber buzzwords, all of that type of stuff. I think it's time that I'm gonna go back to petting the peculiar animals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe, and you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.